Leading off for Boston, left fielder.
At the plate, Willie Calhoun. And he'll step in to start things out against Chris Sale.
Willie Calhoun.
And he lays off for ball one. Swing and a miss as he ran that in on him. A ball and 2 strikes. Here comes the 1-2 from Sale. The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side. Turned on down the line. Taken in by Goldschmidt. And a step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. Stepping in, Stuart Turner. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch of the at-bat. Ooh, started him with the change, and it's 0-1.
Great job by the pitcher right there to pull the string. He knew he had an aggressive hitter at the plate, somebody who was sitting on fastball and ready to do damage, and he was able to slow him down right there and get him off balance.
Betts back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone. Weekly hit towards first. Goldschmidt charging in on it, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1-2 as they're on.
Leading off for Boston, the pitcher number 40.
Stepping up to the plate, Johnny Hamby. He singled his last time up.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Hey, when I see a swing like that, this guy made up his mind before that pitcher even came set. He was pulling the trigger no matter what.
Knee high, he barehands it. Got him. And that's a huge play to keep the leadoff man off base. And next will be Dansby Swanson digging in. First delivery to him on the way. Bounce to first. Fielded by Goldschmidt, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
The right fielder, number 99.
Digging in to try it again, Aaron Judge. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Oh, what a pitch to start the at-bat there. It's 0-1. Judge, who fittingly gets the nickname All Rise. He was a first-round pick back in the draft of 2013.
Yeah, Matty, you cannot miss on your first rounder, and they didn't with this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar.
Swing and a miss as the slider sets him down for the final out of the inning. Here's Paul Goldschmidt now.
Leading off for the Red Sox, first baseman number 44, Paul Goldschmidt.
Now batting, J.D. Martinez, set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning. Well, you're in trouble at the plate if you fall behind this guy 0-2, so that was a good job to hold up right there.
Fouled off. Nope, inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Left side. Devers fields it cleanly. Throw on to first in time, 1 away. Riding in, Jesse Winker looking to follow up the RBI single from his first at bat. Hot shot down the line. And this gets past him at third as it hugs the line. A fair ball. And he's in there easily at second with a one-out double.
That was some great situational hitting there after surveying the field to see what the defense was giving him. The third baseman was well off the line, and he had no chance to make a play as he sprays it down the left field line for a two-bagger.
Into the box now, Eugenio Suarez. Strike one to start the at-bat. Comes set with the 0-1. And the changeup is way low that time. Winker, the runner at second with one away. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
After that swing, you just got to reset yourself. You still have a strike to work with, and you can't be thinking about how silly you just looked on that last pitch.
Hit down the third base line. Working for the punch out and the offering. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. The 1-2 gets him swinging. He struck him out. And here's the former prize Dodger prospect Willie Calhoun.
Second baseman, Willie Calhoun.
Sale sets. Here's the first pitch. Hey now.
Well, that'll wake everyone up. Anytime you buzz the tower like that, there's reason for people to start getting a little bit edgy.
Hops this one up. Goldschmidt is there for it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side.
Play ball. Leading off for the Red Sox, right fielder.
Standing in, Stuart Turner.
Leading off for the Reds, catcher.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. 0-1 the count. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. And a neck-high fastball that time.
0-2 pitch, not even close to the zone, and a fastball might be an indication that he's going to start using some of his secondary pitches.
Sent on the ground out to second. And that's the first out.
Now batting, pitcher, Shelby Miller.
So here now is the pitcher, Shelby Miller. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First pitch fastball swung on and missed. 0-1. Popped him up. Goldschmidt has room in foul territory, and he brings it in on the warning track.
Now batting,
Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Johnny Camby. Yasiel Puig will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the bases empty. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. In there, and it's 0-2 now.
Well, he's done a great job on the hill throughout this game, and it's something to be proud of anytime you can pitch a good game in this ballpark, especially when it's not your home ballpark.
The next 0-2 is swung on and missed. Strike 3. Reds are down in order. Yasiel Puig will stay in the ball game as he'll take over at first.
Number 66. Yasiel Puig.
Take the ready. He said,
Ready once again, Dansby Swanson. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point. First offering on its way.
Watson.
No balls and a strike to count. Now a fastball off the plate away. A ball and a strike. Hit on the ground to short. Bogaerts has it. Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, 1 away.
Up next for Cincinnati, right fielder, Aaron Judge.
Here's big Aaron Judge. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. First pitch coming. Here it is. Missed with a slider.
He's pitching well. We're working into the middle innings right now, but this is when he's really going to have to bear down. When you start going through that lineup the second and third time, you've kind of emptied the bucket out already, so he's going to have to continue to buckle down and make good pitches.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Out of play off to the right. It's 1-1. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time. And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. You cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
Hit hard to short. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Center fielder, number 28.
Here's J.D. Martinez. He was a ground out victim last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
This is the bugaboo on the offensive side. You want to stay in there and work a guy's count and hopefully get into the bullpen. But when you find yourself 0-1 every time, hitting becomes even more difficult.
Down low, 2 balls and a strike. Lined hard toward right center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
I mean, that fires me up right there. Opposite field knock, and in today's game, where every manager is employing hundreds of shifts to watch this batter go the other way was special.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Swung on and missed. 1-2 now. Fastball down near the shoe tops. The 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. Reds leave 1. They trail it here 4-2. Next up for the Reds.
Leading off for the Red Sox, right fielder, Mookie Betts.
Ready for another shot now. Eugenio Suarez. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Way off balance hack that time. Good for the first strike.
We're moving along late into this one, and it's no surprise this guy continues to pitch well. Over 80% of his first pitches have been for strikes. And when you're doing that, you really put the hitters on the defensive.
Popped him up. Swihart over to his left. He's got it one away.
Now batting, second baseman.
Digging in once again, Willie Calhoun. Third at bat in this one. He's bounced out and popped out in his 2 previous trips. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. Swing and a little tapper. But that one rolls foul. Two runs, 5 hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. Changes up on him there, but it's 1-2. Again, a 1-2. Swing and a miss got him reaching. And he makes the throw to first. Calhoun is retired, 2 down now.
Now batting, catcher.
Play ball.
Turner.
Another win, but it's awfully hard to win in this game, especially on the road. But they find a way to get it done, and they should be very happy with this performance.
And fellas, when you're on the big stage here at the World Series, you want to make sure you bring the A game. And this man right here certainly did. He's our top player of the game.
And Matty, I think you're absolutely right. Some guys just seem to thrive under the bright lights of the World Series while other guys fade into the background. He was brilliant in this one, and this is some well-earned recognition.
7-4 is the final score in tonight's game. The Boston Red Sox win the World Series opener and take a 1-0 lead. Chris Sale pitches well enough to get the W. So that's a wrap here tonight. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, we're all thanking you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. Have a great night.
The final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious Boston Red Sox, 7 runs on 13 hits. No errors. They left 17 men on base. For the Reds, 4 runs on 6 hits. No errors. They left 3 men on base. The winning pitcher is Chris Sale. The loss goes to Shelby Miller. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 20 minutes.
Welcome to the show, everyone. Thanks for making us a part of your morning. Let's jump into the latest news from around the Major League Baseball postseason. In the first game of this year's World Series, the Red Sox grabbed 13 hits in the game as they got past the Reds in Cincinnati 7-4. They now lead the series 1-0 heading into Game 2. And that's what's going on around baseball here in October. Join us again tomorrow for updates from around the postseason.
The crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your Cincinnati Reds.
And briefly here, a glance at the two starters who'll get the ball here in this one. And now here's how the visiting Red Sox line up in this one. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Yeah, I'm pretty excited to get a chance to watch Xander Bogaerts do his thing. He's certainly a guy to watch out there in this lineup. Everything he does makes them click. When he's swinging the bat well, they just go.
Robert Stevenson will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Yeah, Matt, his last start wasn't a particularly good one. Lasted 5 innings and ended up taking the loss. He's a much better pitcher than that, and I think he's looking to at least, hopefully, pitch into the 6th or 7th inning in this one.
Time for a look at the Cincinnati Reds on D. And let's take a look at third baseman Eugenio Suarez, one of the more underrated players in our sport. Big-time power from the right side, ability to crush a hanging breaking ball. Also, soft hands at the hot corner. Very reactionary down there, and a strong arm.
Let's play ball.
Leading off tonight for Boston.
And hit. He's got
So coming to the plate, Johnny Hamby. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off for the Reds.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
Hamby.
Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. Oh, and this at-bat is quickly moving from bad to worse. It's 0-2 now. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Boy, there's nothing better from a pitcher standpoint than watching that high fastball, a high piece of cheese, swung at and missed. That pitch looks so inviting to hit, but it's awfully tough to put in play.
And next will be Dansby Swanson digging in, as he'll look at a slider that runs in too far for ball one. One out, nobody on. Two and 0 the count to Dansby Swanson. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. Aaron Judge is on deck. Hit back up the middle. And there are two away now.
Batting third, right fielder.
Here's big Aaron Judge. No one aboard for him, and two gone here in the first. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And a feeble swing that time. It's 0-1.
That's a well-placed fastball right there, just off the outside. If you can get guys to expand the strike zone and go after that pitch, you're going to have a lot of success. No luck that time, though.
Oh, got him a swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2. Time to check our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Freddie Ferguson.
You know, this is one of the guys behind the dish, Freddie Ferguson, Dan, that the rookies are going to have a tough time with. If you've played in the league for a little bit, you understand that he's got his own zone.
You touched on it, D-Roy. I think he rewards the veteran players, not only pitchers, but position players. He makes the younger players, he makes them earn their keep.
Grounder down the line at third. Well, this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Now another 1-2. Boy, good fight on the slider, and it just missed inside. Swung on and hammered. No doubt about this one. Watch it fly. Out of here, into the visitors' bullpen. A solo home run there for Aaron Judge. His first homer here in the series. As the Reds strike first, it's 1-0. Here's J.D. Martinez. He'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. Looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. A bouncer up the middle. Gloved by Bogaerts. Throw pulls the first baseman off the bag.
Man, errors are never welcome. But to make one with 2 outs in the first is especially painful. Now your pitcher has to make extra throws, and that could make the difference in how long he lasts in this game.
Martinez leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Now the 0-2 pitch. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. Here comes another 0-2. And this is sliced foul into the stands in right, out of play. Another 0-2 home. And no swing, apparently, ball 1.
Boy, a check swing on a pitch way out of the zone. Just held up, but boy, as a pitcher, you're hoping that he swings at that one.
Very weakly on the ground. That's foul, so the battle will continue. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. Making him work out there. The 9th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Swing and a ground ball to third. Scooped up on the backhand. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Some more of the colorful character. Rafael Devers.
Leading off for the Red Sox. There's
So digging in now, Eugenio Suarez. He's set to lead off the home half of the second.
Eugenio Suarez.
High in the air out towards shallow right. Betts will wait on it. 1 pitch, 1 away.
Batting 7th, second baseman, Willie Calhoun.
Now at the plate, Willie Calhoun. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Softly on a line to third. And plenty of time over there at third to get a glove up, and there are 2 down.
Catcher, Stuart Turner.
Digging in, Stuart Turner will try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. High in the air out to center field. Broxton's under it. And that's the 3rd out. Takes just 4 pitches to set down the Reds. We played 2 innings. It's 1-0.
Leading off for Boston, the pitcher number 55, Sean Manaea.
Let's play ball. He's out.
So here's the Reds pitcher, Robert Stevenson, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
Stevenson.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. Takes a high fastball for a strike. Weak chopper up the line. That's a foul ball. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2. Popped him up. And this is taken in for out number 1.
The batter, third baseman, Johnny Hamby.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Johnny Hamby. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First pitch on its way. Committed to that one a bit too soon as it locks him up for strike 1.
Two things pitchers really love: called strike threes and jamming hitters. How about that? Talk about that jam right there. That's about as good as it gets.
A changeup right on the outside corner for a strike.
So far in this game, he's the only guy in the lineup that's gone down on strikes.
Yeah, and he might strike out for a second time right here.
And he missed with it. It's 1-2. 1 out, nobody on. And the fastball easy to lay off that time. 2-2. He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. Sent in the air out to straightaway central. Broxton's under it. 2 gone.
The batter, number 7,
Digging in, Dansby Swanson. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Bounced weakly near the plate, but it's foul, strike 1.
With 2 outs, they're not playing him to bunt here, and he didn't show it there, but I wouldn't be surprised if he wasn't at least thinking about it. He handles the bat pretty well, and he can definitely run.
Count now, a ball and a strike. Now the 1-1 pitch. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. High in the air down the right field line. On the move is Betts, and he makes the catch in the corner. 1, 2, 3 go the. Stepping into the box.
leading off for the Red Sox, third baseman.
Now in the box, Aaron Judge. And he's off to a hot start in this one. Homered his first time around.
We all know this guy's a real good fastball hitter. We saw how far he could hit one. He got a fastball that he liked, and he turned that thing around, and it got out of here in a hurry.
And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play. Next will be the cleanup hitter, J.D. Martinez. He's 0 for 1 thus far. There's a fastball right over the inside corner.
You know, from an offensive standpoint, they already knew they had their work cut out for him against a great pitcher. But if he's going to locate like that, this is going to be a tough day.
And that'll be the second out.
Up next for
So striding forward now, Yasiel Puig. Here's the first pitch to him.
That fastball must have a little late life on it because that was right in the wheelhouse, and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
Ripped on the ground to first. Taken in by Goldschmidt, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning.
Play ball.
Leading off for the Red Sox, center fielder number 24.
Coming to the plate now, Eugenio Suarez. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Third baseman.
First delivery to him on the way.
Suarez.
Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Through first and hustling for second. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out. Finally, a little something for them to get excited about.
Yeah, a rally can begin with a single swing of the bat, and this might be their chance right here. They've struggled to produce a lot of runs, but there he is at second base. A shot to the outfield scores him. Then who knows what kind of roll they could get on. Got to take it one good at bat at a time.
Sneaks a fastball by him at the letters. It's 1-1. So 1-1. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul.
Might have been cheating for another fastball, trying to get the head to that one early. Pitcher pulled the string with a nasty breaking ball and had him a little bit out in front.
And he struck him out. At the plate, Stuart Turner, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Here comes the first pitch. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Broxton's under it. He makes the catch, and tagging is the runner from second. The relay throw, the tag at third, and they got him. A double play. Here's Mookie Betts.
Leading off for Boston, right fielder, Mookie Betts.
Byron Buxton is going to come off the bench as he'll be asked to lead off the bottom of inning number 6.
Byron Buxton.
The windup and the 0-1. Line towards center field. And the move to the pinch hitter will not pan out as that's taken in for the first out.
Boy, talk about hitting into some rough luck. That was an absolute bullet to the outfield that gets caught, and he would have represented a tying run.
Stepping in now, Johnny Hamby. Oh, and this one's driven the other way and deep to the corner. And it's a foul ball, according to the ump down the line. Awfully close that time. And now let's hold on a second here. It looks like the umpires are going to converge, and there may be some question as to whether or not that was really a foul ball. You can see him pointing down the right field line, and I would not be a bit surprised if they decide to go inside to have a look at this, and indeed they will do that. All right, here comes our umpiring crew with their ruling. And it is a home run. They overturned their initial ruling, as they say this, in fact, was inside the foul pole. How about that? And next will be Dansby Swanson digging in. As he'll send a ground ball down to third. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
The right fielder, number 99. Aaron Judge.
Here's big Aaron Judge. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And oh dear, that caught him full bore on the mound as it ricochets back toward the plate. Throw to first, but he's safe. And now the stadium's attention turns back to the man on the mound.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step one, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield.
It is, D-Roy. You can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
Hey, that was a well-executed pitch down in the way. Sometimes you got to tip your hat to the offense. Just a nice piece of hitting. Maybe not what he was looking for, but the result was there.
And now is Yasiel Puig, as he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike one. Judge on second, Martinez at first, two out in the inning. A 1-1 count to Puig. The 1-1 home. Misses for the second ball.
Well, giving up hits is one thing, but judging by that last pitch, he doesn't have any consistency with his release point right now. He doesn't know where it's going, and he knows it.
The count now at 2-2.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. He cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
The 2-2 is a fastball, then off the plate for a ball.
He really needs to find a pitch to put this guy away with right here, right now. He can't allow this inning to get any worse than it's already become.
Now the 3-2 pitch. There's ball four.
That's a big no-no. He obviously had to work carefully with two men on, but he did not want to walk him to load the bases. Now he's really got his work cut out for him. We'll see how he fares here.
Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes. And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half.
Getting that first pitch strike is really important when you're dealing with the bases loaded behind you. Good job to give himself the advantage there.
Back up the middle. And he will deliver one of the biggest at-bats of the night. It's a base hit. And the run is in to score from third.
He took that back right where it came from. Nice ribby knock right up the chute.
Yeah, a little bit frustrating as a pitcher. You always hear that, hey, you want to make yourself one of the defenders, but that ball was hit just out of his reach, right up the middle, base hit, and another run batted in.
And here's the former prize Dodger prospect, Willie Calhoun. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Looking to keep this a one-run game. The pitch. Missed with a slider. The 1-1 home. Hit to third. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So they do strike for 2, but it could. Trevor Bauer is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 48, Trevor
Striding in for Boston.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down.
Let's play ball. 3. He's safe. He's out.
Jeff Lamb gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7. Ready for another chance? Stuart Turner. He was a double play victim last time around. First pitch of the at-bat. Sliders in for a strike.
Bobby Cox always used to say, I'm going to put you in positions to be successful. Well, against the modern-day bullpen, easier said than done. These guys are throwing flames from all arm angles.
And he's in front of a tight little slider that time. Hit hard towards center. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1-for-3 game so far. So the leadoff man is aboard to start out the inning.
Now batting.
Hey, some guys can handle the postseason lights, and this is obviously one of them. Another base hit leading off for the boys. This guy's had a monster postseason so far.
Jose Ramirez will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 17, Jose Ramirez.
The ground is short. Could this be two? To second for one. And that didn't work out too well as the pinch hitter comes on to bounce into a double play.
Coming on as a pinch hitter is a tough spot to be in, but that's the last thing you want to do when your skipper calls on you. Not going to be happy about that.
In now, Johnny Hamby. As he'll take a look at a strike on the outside corner, it's 0-1. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far.
The last at bat, Matty V, we a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
It's amazing. I tell so many fans, you get in a box one time, the one pitch you're going to swing at more than any other is that elevated fastball. Your eyes light up.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. None left for Matt Wisler has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the eighth.
Number 41, Matt Wisler.
Marlene Garcia is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the eighth. Striding into the box, Dansby Swanson. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. And a fastball close, but ultimately ruled a ball, 1-0. Swing and a miss. Blew it right by him at 96. It's a ball and a strike. The 1-1 is swung on and missed, and that's strike two.
Pretty late with the swing there. As a pitcher, you have to recognize that and keep coming in with the hard stuff until he proves he can hit it.
Fastball called, strike three, and there's the first out of the inning. Now at the plate, Aaron Judge. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Here's the first pitch to him. Smoke toward the hole. And he'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out. So here's the cleanup hitter, J.D. Martinez. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. Couldn't resist on that one, and he's behind 0-1.
You know, that can really be an effective pitch to a guy that has a lot of pop. They're up there looking for a fastball up in the zone, so if you can place it a little above it, they have a...
And the right fielder is there to make the catch, and the inning is over. Reds are down in order. Stepping up now, Rafael Devers. He'll try and lead things off here in inning number 9. First pitch coming, here it is. Fouled away.
Let's play ball. That's ball 4. He's out. 3. He's safe. Ball 4. Take the base. Ball 4. Take the base. 3.
Archie Bradley enters the game to finish this one off here in the bottom of the ninth. So striding in, Yasiel Puig. He's the one to start off the 9th inning with his guys in danger of going down 2-0 if they can't rally.
That's the kind of pitch that reminds me of many reasons why I wasn't a very good hitter. This thing was inside and coming in hot, and he just gave a stone-cold take. I'm bailing out of the way if I'm in the box, no doubt about it.
1-1 to count.
Hey!
1-2 now as that's in there at the knees. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And that's off his leg on the mound. And he is in there.
Hey, that's a heck of an approach right there. Leadoff single in the late innings. Team's down a little bit. Let's see if this ends up being a huge turning point in this one.
Here comes the first pitch. Strike one to start the at-bat. Puig gets his lead at first, nobody out.
Hey, he looked like he was a little bit out in front on that breaking ball right there. The body can go a little bit. If he was able to keep his hands back a little bit, he might have been able to do some damage with that pitch.
Hard hit ball to second. Reined in. To second for one. Back to first. A ninth inning double play. And they're an out away from closing this one out.
Oh, man, that's just a backbreaker right there. Get the leadoff man to start the ninth, and you're looking pretty good, right? Not when the next guy bounces into a double play. We'll see if they can get the final out and wrap this thing up.
Standing in now, Willie Calhoun, who could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. The Reds down to their last strike. On, he pops it up. Mondesi is calling for it. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Anytime you can win a game, let alone on the road, you have to feel really good about yourself. It's not easy going into that other team's ballpark and coming out with a win, but they did just that.
And fellas, when you're on the big stage here at the World Series, you want to make sure you bring the A game. And this man right here certainly did. He's our top player of the game.
And Matty, I think you're absolutely right. Some guys just seem to thrive under the bright lights of the World Series while other guys fade into the background. He was brilliant.
MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's Game 3 of the World Series. Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci. Standing in, Johnny Hamby. And we are set for baseball here this evening. Slow roller back to the mound. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Batting second, shortstop.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. And foul. And we'll see some 40s before things are said and done tonight. Right now, 51 degrees at first pitch. And this is hit hard to the right side. Foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Swanson is retired. 2 down now.
Batting third, The right fielder, number 99.
Now to the plate, Aaron Judge. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Popped him up. And he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory, and that in. Here's Xander Bogaerts now.
Let's play ball.
Leading on for the Red Sox, the shortstop, number 72. Xander Bogaerts.
Leading off the inning, J.D. Martinez. And they'll need him to get something going here.
J.D. Martinez.
And that's by him. It's 0-1.
You know, when you're facing a top-of-the-line pitcher like this, he's going to be down around the knees like that more often than not. The key is punishing whatever.
Swing, high drive, left field and deep. Not quite out of here as it's off the monster. Throwing to second, and he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a two-base hit.
This right here is the difference between an average hitter and a very good hitter. The average hitter probably doesn't do anything with that pitch, but this guy goes down and gets it, muscling it to the outfield for an extra base hit.
Into the box, Jose Ramirez, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. Ramirez can be considered a bit of a one-dimensional hitter, I guess, in terms of making contact. He tends to see the ball out of right-handed pitchers' hands well, but doesn't seem to pick up the left-handers at the same level. Too tight with that one. 3-0. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is James Kingsley.
Dan, I know I was an offensive player, but I'm okay being a pitcher's umpire. If you're going to consistently pound that outer half, James Kingsley's usually going to give it to you.
Hey, listen, there's a reason why.
Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit. And the tying run comes around to score from second. It's 1-1.
You know, that's a nice knock right there, but I wanted to take a look at the base run. He got a nice secondary lead. He read that it was a soft liner and it was going to fall, and he's able to steal his teammate an RBI.
Boy, amen about that, D-Roll. One of the things I think base running is all about instincts, and that was a terrific read. He took a chance right off the bat that ball was going to break in and fall in, and a good job, and he picks up an RBI for his teammate.
And that's high for a ball, 1-0. Ramirez on at first, nobody out. Line toward the alley in left center, and that's in there, base hit.
Pitcher went to the well one too many times. Back-to-back fastballs. Hitter was able to keep his hands through, deliver a nice line drive.
And now is Yasiel Puig, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball one.
Well, you know, giving up 3 straight hits is bad enough, but now it looks like he's starting to nibble a little bit. It's hard not to when you're getting hit, but you don't want to put yourself at bad counts.
Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. A good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2.
All right, let's take a step back right here. He's down 1-2, 3 fastballs in a row. There is no way he's throwing them a fourth.
Down the third baseline. Well, this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Batting 8, second baseman.
He's ready. Here's the first offering, and it's fouled away. Set to deliver the 0-1, and the check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Hard hit ball to second. One there. Relay to first in time. And just like that, the side is retired. Into the box.
Leading off for the Red Sox, third baseman, Rafael.
In now, Stuart Turner. And he'll start out their half of the third. Top of the order to follow. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a ball 1-0. Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now 2-0.
You know, sometimes it takes a pitcher a few pitches to get going, but those two pitches weren't even close. Ball's behind at the count 2-0. It's time to start getting locked in.
3-0 to him now.
Hey.
3-1. And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. And nope, this one falls, so he'll get another shot. The next 3-2. And he takes strike three cold on the fastball. One gone. Digging in now, Johnny Hamby. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Hit on the ground to third. And there's out number 2. At the plate, Dansby Swanson. He got called out on strikes his last time through. First pitch of the at-bat. Here's a strike.
With 2 outs, they're not playing him to bunt here, and he didn't show it there, but I wouldn't be surprised if he wasn't at least thinking about it. He handles the bat pretty well, and he can definitely run.
Behind 0-2 now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Chopped weakly to the left. He's got to hurry. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Reds.
Let's play ball.
Leading off for the Red Sox, third baseman.
In now for the Reds, Aaron Judge. We begin the top of the fourth. First pitch coming. Here it is. Popped him up. Swihart has a play. 1 out. Trying to pick things up where we left off. J.D. Martinez will try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. No balls and 1 strike. Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes.
He had some really good late action on that slider right there. It's hard to do anything with that pitch unless you're sitting on it.
Oh, and meanwhile, this pitch rides too far in and winds up hitting him. And now the designated hitter for the Reds, Jose Ramirez. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Now ball line softly down the right field line. Foul. Martinez, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Wow, that changeup is an absolute beaut. They call it the great equalizer for a reason.
And you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2. That was a nasty looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
Into the box now, Eugenio Suarez, as he'll take a look at a slider that can't make it back to the corner. It's ball one. The 1-0. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. Runner aboard at first here with 2 gone in a 1-1 ball game. Fastball runs in tight here, and it's 2-1. Smoked on the ground left side. Backhanded. And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he's safe at first.
Boy, there's a quality infield base hit right there. That kind of reminded me of the old Yankees shortstop Derek Jeter on that jump throw.
Hey, that's why this is the pros. Back in the day, that's a knock all day long. But up here, guys are making those plays, at least making you think about them. That's an amazing play by the shortstop to leave his feet and at least make this close.
On to first, and the Reds rally comes up short here as that ends the inning.
Leading up the fourth for the Red Sox, second baseman, number 38.
Play ball. He's out.
Your attention, please. A defensive change for the Reds.
So stepping in. Willie Calhoun, Jesse Winker, who have come on as a pinch hitter. Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0. The 1-0. Hit out towards second. Fielded cleanly. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Now batting, catcher, Stuart Turner.
Stepping into the box, Stuart Turner, 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Knee-high slider that he takes a look at.
Really feels like he's just on cruise control out there on the mound right now.
Yeah, it really does, Matt, but this offense isn't helping him too much. It sort of feels like the next team to score is going to win this thing.
Hard hit ball to second. Scooped up. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Now batting.
Back to the top of the Reds lineup now, and stepping in, Johnny Hamby. First pitch of the at-bat. Swing and a miss at one that almost hit him. 2 out, nobody on. Back up the middle. And there's his first base hit in this one. So the 2-out hit here extends the inning for Dansby Swanson.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball is going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
First pitch on its way.
Nope.
There's a fastball missing down and away for a ball. 1-0. Softly hit toward the hole. Gonna be a tough play. Goldschmidt will take this to the bag himself, and with Jesse Winker will stay in the ballgame now as he comes on to
For the Reds. Now playing second base, number 33.
Here's Byron Buxton now. He's getting his first plate appearance of the game here in the 6th.
Right fielder, Byron.
And he'll start the inning with a Off the plate, it's ball one. Buxton, or sometimes just Buck for short. He was selected in the first round during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
In the air to straightaway right. There to look it in his bets, and that's out number one.
Now batting, left fielder.
Here's J.D. Martinez. Last time up, he was hit by a pitch. Here's the first pitch to him. Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center. And that falls in for a solid base hit, his second of the night.
Hey, that was a well-executed pitch down and away. Sometimes you got to tip your hat to the offense. That's a nice piece of hit. Maybe not what he was looking for, but the result was there.
In now, Jose Ramirez towards second. But this is hauled in by the second baseman. Into the box now, Eugenio Suarez. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Grounded back up the middle. Bogaerts has it, and he'll go the short way to retire the side. And that'll bring in.
Play ball.
Leading off for the Red Sox, center fielder, Keon Watson.
In now is Yasiel Puig. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. He's got it, and the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7. Ready now, Alex Bregman. He's newly entered into the ballgame, so this will be his first trip to the plate here in inning number 7. Here's Bogaerts, the young shortstop. On to first, and it's a quick start to the 7th, as now there are 2 away.
Now batting,
Striding in once again, Stuart Turner. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. First pitch of the at-bat. Takes this the other way to right. That gets down, and the inning continues.
Outside of home runs, nothing fires me up more than watching a good baseball player drive the ball at the opposite field. Talking about hitting the inside half of the baseball, that's exactly what happened right there. And when we say inside half of the baseball, imagine the ball coming to a complete stop halfway between home plate and the pitcher's mound, and then cutting that baseball in half and highlighting the inside half. That's where you're trying to take the knob of your bat or the hands to that spot and carve the inside half of the baseball with power.
Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2.
As a pitcher, you got to feel good that you had him out front. Even though he didn't pot commit on that one, it opens up a lot of weapons for you to go high fastball or throw even a better off-speed pitch.
The 2-0 on the way. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. And now Boston's bullpen springs into action. A left-hander and a right-hander begin to throw. The 2-1 home. And this one's in the dirt. 2 out with the possible go-ahead run at first. Two pitches fouled away. Here now the 2-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. 1 left for Cincinnati. Score remains deadlocked at 1. Rafael Devers, the next to bat.
leading off for the Red Sox, third baseman, Rafael Heather.
Jeff Land has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the eighth. And next will be Dansby Swanson digging in. And this tie ball game is a battle of the bullpens now, and I'm sure you're enjoying that, Dan.
Bullpens are such a big part of baseball now, Matt. All these teams have such good 7th, 8th, and 9th inning guys. It all boils down to whose bullpen is better.
Ready now for Cincinnati. Byron Buxton comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Popped him up. Swihart moving to his left. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, J.D. Martinez. He doubled earlier and carries a 2-for-2 line into this appearance. He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. You cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. On to first, and this will remain a tie ball game as the inning is over. Takes just 4 pitches to set down the Reds. Here's Paul Goldschmidt.
Leading off for the Red Sox, first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
Next will be the designated hitter, Jose Ramirez. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
Jose Ramirez.
9th inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1.
Ball 2.
Missed with a slider.
2 balls, no strikes. That's
A little too tall that time. 3-1 now.
Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
And he lays off ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
Man, when the game is tied, the last thing you can afford to do is walk the leadoff hitter. Got to focus on getting that ground ball now.
Here's the first pitch. 0-1 the count. The 0-1. The knee buckler, and he swings and misses at it.
Yeah, flip a coin right here. I don't know what you sit on. Fastball in, then a breaking ball down and away. Pick your spot and go with it.
Go-ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. Inside, as he might be trying to set him up here 1-2.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to take. 0-2 fastball just off the corner, and I mean just off the corner.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2.
Wow, from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last pitch on 2-2 wasn't even close. He had this guy in the ropes, but now he let him right back into this at bat.
And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning. Coming to the plate now, Yasiel Puig. He's 1 away. The runner at first represents the potential go-ahead score. Double play is in order, however. Possible go-ahead runs on first, 1 away. Smoked on the ground up the middle. And that gets through for a 1-out base hit. Now a long throw to third. And he is in there at third as the possible go-ahead score.
Now batting, second baseman.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Alex Bregman. And clearly this is a critical moment in this ball game. Go-ahead run at third with 1 away. Pitch out, nothing doing. The 1-0. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Runners are at the corners with one man out. Oh, on the ground to short. Could this be two? To second for one. On to Goldschmidt. A double play. Inning over. Your basic six. Here's Mookie Betts. And to start out the inning, it looks like they've decided.
Leading out of the bottom of the ninth, right fielder
Marlene Garcia takes the mound as he'll be the first man to pitch here in extra innings. Digging in and looking for more, Stuart Turner. He'll be the one to start things out as we begin the 10th. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. On the ground up the middle. And that'll get through into center. So there's your possible go-ahead run on base now to lead off the inning.
Hey, some guys can handle the postseason lights, and this is obviously one of them. Another base hit leading off for the boys. This guy's had a monster postseason so far.
Stepping in now, Johnny Canby, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Go ahead run at first. Nobody out. And a fastball there is inside as that one backed him up a bit.
When in doubt, take a step off the mound, grab the rosin bag, and take a deep breath. After a leadoff single, now you almost drilled the guy with the next pitch. You have to find a way to rely on your mechanics.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Now the 1-2 pitch. A fastball down near the shoe tops. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
Well, no preferential treatment there. Sometimes we see great hitters have their calls go their way on close pitches, but not this time. I think that was actually a good take, but on 2 strikes, anything that close can go either way.
Here's the first pitch. 1-1. Possible go-ahead runs on first, 1 away. And, looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1. A bouncer to the left side. Bogaerts has it. The second for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out. Digging in the switch hit.
leading off for the Red Sox. Catcher. Your attention, please.
Here's Byron Buxton now. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one.
Right fielder, Byron Buxton.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. To first. Fielded by Goldschmidt. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now batting, left fielder, J.D.
Settling in now, J.D. Martinez. So far 2 for 3 in this one. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. Popped him up. No problem over there for Goldschmidt, and there are 2 gone now.
Now batting.
For the plate now is the designated hitter, Jose Ramirez. It was a walk in his last trip. In there for strike 1.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am allowed the opportunity to sit on something. without fearing going 1-1. When you're down 0-1, your head's on a swivel.
And that one got a piece of him.
Well, he might be feeling a little bit of a sting there, but he can take comfort in knowing that he represents the go-ahead run. That could turn out to be a huge hit by pitch.
Into the box, Eugenio Suarez. As he'll swing and lift a fly ball to right center. Bradley on the run. And that ends the inning. So no runs here on no hits, no errors, and a runner left on. So the Red Sox lineup turns over, and to the plate.
Number 72, Xander Bogaerts.
Matt Wisler takes over now to start the home 11.
Number 41.
And fellas, when you're on the big stage here at the World Series, you want to make sure you bring the A game. And this man right here certainly did. He's our top.
Hello, baseball fans. Thanks for joining us on this October morning. Here's what's going on around the league as the postseason rolls on. In Game 3 of the World Series, the Boston Red Sox put together 10 total hits as they walked off against the Reds in extra innings 2-1. They will take a 3-0 series lead into Game 4. Thanks for joining me. That's all for today's postseason recap. Same place, same time tomorrow. Enjoy.
MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's Game 4 of the World Series. A moment here to take a look at the Cincinnati Reds starting lineup in this one. Hero, tell us about this lineup as they try to keep their playoff hopes alive.
Matty, this lineup's got to be willing.
And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. A leap, but he can't rein it in. It's off the wall. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
Well, a lot of managers like their leadoff man to take a few pitches to start the game off, give the other guys in the lineup a chance to see what the pitcher has to offer. But if he got that instruction, he ignored it. He rips the first pitch of the game off the wall for an easy double.
He's set and the pitch. And he chased up and out of the zone, a swing and a miss. Hamby leads off second with nobody out. Behind 0-2 now. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. In under the hands with a fastball. It's 1-2.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to take. 0-2 fastball just off the corner, and I mean just off the corner.
The 1-2. Bouncer up the middle. Played on the backhand. Throw won't be in time as he reaches it first.
Hey, not a great start for the pitcher right here. Started off with a double, now add in a single, and one of your middle of the order bats is coming to the dish. Man, I don't think this was the start he was imagining warming up in the bullpen.
Here's big Aaron Judge. His numbers against Eduardo Rodriguez, he has 9 base hits in 34 tries. And of those hits, 3 of them were of the home run variety. Rodriguez has become known as a guy that's tough to take deep. So many starting pitchers find themselves snake bitten by the gopher ball, but he really limits that. Oh, he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two.
With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout or are you still looking for the double play ball?
This is a great spot to be in as a pitcher. You have 2 strikes, you can bury one for a potential strikeout, and at worst, keep the ball able to turn one pitch into an ending double play.
And set up working the plate is Larry Bullard, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Hey, behind the dish, D-Row, Larry Bullard. Pretty standard guy, works it. The only problem, I think, at times, hitters have a little bit difficult time. He'll give a little bit on that inside corner and outside corner. Not very consistent.
Yeah, but Larry's approachable. That's the one thing. If you turn around and say, is that as far as you're going on the outer half, he's usually going to tell you.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Aaron Judge becomes the first out of the inning. Takes this the other way to right. And a base hit as that'll score the run from third, and the Reds jump out in front here 1-0. And he will make it to third by a whisker as he's safe on a very close play.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Row. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot. Hey, I know there's a lot of game left, but that is such an important run there in the top of the first. Try and silence this crowd. I can't tell you, in postseason play, 1 run feels like 3 or 4.
1-1. Makes him swing and miss on a ball out of the zone for strike 2.
In a big spot like this, you have to be looking for something you can handle. That pitch bunched him up completely, so I think he's trying to do a little bit too much right now.
That misses, and we're even at 2-2. Runners are at first and third, 1 away. Now that's popped up. Devers camps under it, and he's got it for route number 2.
Batting sixth, third baseman number 16.
Into the box now, Eugenio Suarez. And now the Reds look to push more across the plate in the opening frame. From the stretch. On a less than impressive swing there to start the at-bat. It's 0-1. His numbers against Eduardo Rodriguez, just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. A little bouncer, but it gets fouled. Working for the punch out and the offering. Low with a fastball here in the dirty. It's ball 1. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Well, he kind of got caught chasing the first 2 pitches out of the strike zone. But I think he's caught on to their game a little bit right now. 2 tough pitches that he took with 2 strikes, and now the count is 2-2.
And the payoff pitch. Smoke toward third. Devers has it. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. With that, here's how the hometown Red Sox line up in this one. D-Row, what's the key if they want to be
Play ball. 3.
Leading out to the left field, the shortstop.
Stepping in, Yasiel Puig. He'll get us started in the top of the second. First offering on its way. Line to the right side. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
Hey, some guys can handle the postseason lights, and this is obviously one of them. Another base hit leading off for the boys. This guy's had a monster postseason so far.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. There's a changeup over the outside corner. Goodness. 0-2 now.
Ugly swing right there. That pitch wasn't even close. You could tell this guy's been in the swing mode from the minute he walked into the batter's box.
Line drive to center field. in there, a base hit.
You know, they say pitching is about location, location, location. First two pitches into that at bat, really good. Mark, the third one, not so much.
You know, that's where the game's changed, Dan. You used to see 0-2 and guys would almost throw one to the backstop, waste a pitch, bounce something. Not the case in today's game. Guys are going right after you, but he definitely missed his spot right there.
A 1 pitch on its way. Hit down the third baseline. And that's a fair ball as this one gets by him at third. And the run's going to come in to score from second as they grab a 2-0 lead now.
Hey, Dero, they're making this guy pay. That's 3 straight singles and a run driven in.
Yeah, nothing hit extremely hard. Killing them softly, station to station with those knocks.
Into the box now, Johnny Hamby. And there's a swing and a miss at an off-speed pitch to start him out. 0-1. One and 1 to the Reds' leadoff man. He ties him up with a fastball inside. 1-2.
Case in point right there, Matty. We're seeing a trend, the north and south. A lot of pitchers working that elevated fastball and then breaking stuff off in the dirt. We used to see east-west, not the case anymore.
They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. At the plate, Dansby Swanson. First delivery to him on the way. There's a fastball missing down and away for a ball. 1-0. The 1-0. Chopped weakly to the left. There's one, but one's all they were ever going to get, and the inning will continue.
And kids, this is why you always go hard into second base. Could have been an easy double play ball, but the slide really impacts the throw to first, and they wind up only getting 1 out on the play. Good, aggressive, legal slide that time.
Standing in now, Aaron Judge. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. And they're runners at the corners now. And he'll snap one over to first. And the runner back in standing. The 1-0. There's a swing and a high pop-up. Number 38 is under it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Will be forced to settle for just the 1. On now to the bottom of the second. It's
Let's play ball.
Left fielder, Andrew Kennedy.
Here's J.D. Martinez looking to follow up the RBI single from his first at-bat.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Hit out towards second. Reined in. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
Up next for Cincinnati, the designated hitter.
Striding forward now is the DH, Jesse Winker. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit hard back up the middle, and that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a 1-out hit.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
Stepping in now, Eugenio Suarez, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Oh, 0-2 the count to Suarez.
I'd be shocked if you saw anything else but a fastball right here. He's blown those first 2 by him. Don't give this guy a chance to speed up his bat with something off speed.
And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there. 2 away. In now is Yasiel Puig. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one.
3.
He's set. Here it comes. Grounded back up the middle. Oh, what a stop on the slide. How about that? So no runs on a hit here, no errors. Leading off
for the Red Sox, center fielder, Dion Watson.
Stepping in, Stuart Turner, trying to keep it going. A perfect 3 for 3 thus far.
Stuart Turner.
Hit the other way out toward right field. There to look it in his bets, and that's out number 1.
Up next for Cincinnati.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Johnny Hanby. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. And a fastball misses here to start the at bat. It's 1-0. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And a fastball here that's taken for ball 2. And he has a cut at that one, but misses. 2-1. He's fallen behind now. 3-1. Dansby Swanson will be next. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
When you get yourself to a 3-1 count and you get a fastball, those are the ones you really want to punish. Couldn't get the bat on it, so we'll see if that comes back to haunt him.
And a liner foul into the seats down the right side. The next 3-2. Count still full, 3-2. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And this misses here for ball 4. Just the second walk he's issued here into his 7th inning of work.
Right about now, the manager's questioning his decision to bring this guy in. If you can't trust a reliever to throw strikes, you can't trust him at all. We'll see if he comes to get him sooner than later.
Now we'll snap one off over to the bag, and he'll get back in standing. And another snap throw to the bag, keeping particularly close tabs on him. First pitch on its way. Into center field, line drive, base hit.
Hey, that was a well-executed pitch down and away. Sometimes you got to tip your hat to the offense. That's a nice piece of hit. Maybe not what he was looking for, but the result was there.
Here's big Aaron Judge. He gets it hard on the ground to the left. One there. On to Goldschmidt, a double play. Inning over.
Leading off for the Red Sox, center fielder,
Now at the plate, Stuart Turner. 3 for 4 so far and seeing it well in this ball game. Off we go in the 9th as the first pitch misses for ball 1. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
The 1-2. Hit hard to the right side, but foul, so we'll see if he can straighten that out. He'll try again, 1-2. There's a drive out toward the alley in right center. Running hard, he's digging for second. And he'll pull into second with his 4th hit of the ball game.
Hey, this guy's having a big series in the postseason. It looks like to me that the moment isn't too big for him. He's slowing the game down, and he looks terrific.
Yeah, absolutely. Postseason monster right here, having a huge series. Any big leaguer can have their moment mid-May, but to do it when it gets cold outside means everything.
That's in there. Base hit. Turner rounds third and is digging for the plate. Now the relay home is in time, and he's cut down at the plate as they team up to gun him down. Stepping up to the plate, Dansby Swanson. He singled his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Strike one to start the at-bat. Now he'll step off the rubber and go to first. And he's back easily. Hamby leads off first with one away. And this one gets away.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Here it comes, 0-2. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out. Now batting, Aaron Judge, and he'll be trying to replicate that home run swing that he took back in inning number 6. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. A fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind. Hard hit to first. Taken in by Goldschmidt, and he'll step on the bag himself. And that'll bring in the speedy Keon.
Leading off the bottom of the ninth for the Red Sox. Center fielder.
It seemed like everyone had a hand in this win, and that's usually the case when you win a game by 8 runs. Feels good to dominate a game like that.
Well, this one pretty much over before it started as we give you a final look at the line score here in what turned out to be a blowout victory. And fellas, when you're on the big stage here at the World Series, you want to make sure you bring the A game, and this man right here certainly did. He's our top player of the game.
And, Matty, I think you're absolutely right. Some guys just seem to thrive under the bright lights of the World Series while other guys fade into the background. He was brilliant in this one, and this is some well-earned recognition.
11-3 the final score in this contest. The Reds avoid elimination to force.
Welcome to the show, everyone. Thanks for making us a part of your morning. Let's jump into the latest news from around the Major League Baseball postseason. The Reds got an astounding 20 hits in total as they took down the Red Sox on the road 11-3.